welcome back. We'll move on to the pedestals next. For this cut, which is where it touches the base, I'll do this with the slice in motion shown for the base plates. Because this is a cone and it will go onto an angle, we need to cut underneath to make it relief. If we cut it square, when you put it down onto the base plate, you'll have a gap. So we need to undercut it this way. This one, for the pivot post to go in, we'll undercut that as well, purely to make this hole large enough. Again, if we cut it square, it will actually intrude into the hole. The two side cuts will just put a slight relief, because it is on a slight bend. So again, if we make it square, you're going to have a gap down the joint. So I'll take this off camera and make the cuts, and then we'll come back. Right, that's the pedestal cut out now. So I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a slight bevel in there, so when it goes onto the base plate it should be flat. To roll this, if you get a piece of foam, and if you make it quite dense foam, you can then, I use a needle, but you start rolling, trying to keep to the centre, and then that will form into the cone shape. I did one off camera. Show you. So that's it rolled up. This is probably one of the most difficult parts, I think. And then there was the join there. I didn't colour it because even with the ink and made the paper soft enough, it became problematic. So what I'll do is I'll just paint in that black using watercolour. It's a base plate. And you can see it kind of fits on there. Once you've got a bit of glue on and press it down, it should be quite, I'll take that to position it, but yeah, that's the pedestal's finished now. So, as you can see, there's no way I'm going to get 0.8mm brass rod in there, so I'll have to carefully open this up or use a thinner rod. But, yeah. So that's that. I'll do the pivot point now. That will be next. Right, the next part is to do the swivel post. So as I mentioned, I'm only going to use the top strip. So I've got one cut out already. There we go. And then here's your pointed brass rod that we use instead of this part here. So just ensure that the top is perfectly square, because remember the actual pivot point that will get glued to the end. Like so, but it will have this wrapped around to give it a bit more surface area. So you need to make sure this is perfectly square. And what we do is we'll glue that to one side, and then we'll just roll it around, and that will give it a bit more bulk in diameter for the top pivot to go to. So I'll come back once I get that done. Okay, so here's the pedestal fixed to the base. and here's the pivot point made up. So that's just the top strip glued to 0.8 millimeter brass rod. So if we can just get that to go in. There we go. And that's it. So now that's finished now, we just need to assemble the guns. So we'll put the mount on, and then the barrel and the shield, and that's it, all done. Okay, and that's the guns finished. Let's have a look. So, not too bad. A few bits and pieces could be better. For the breech block, I actually used a paper part and soaked them in CA glue again to make them stiff and foldable, because I've got some small. I've stuck it on onto some tape, because obviously with the metal barrel it's front heavy, so it tips over. But once they're glued into place on the ship, it will be okay. Yeah, so that's it. I did a wee bit of just touch up using the black watercolour. But yeah, still a wee bit of the shield could have been enlarged. Still poked it through a wee bit, but I think it's okay. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, I thought I'd show you the progress to date for Borodino. As you can see, I'm quite a ways into it now. This probably accounts for just over 600 hours worth of work. Got to say, I'm a bit of a slow builder. All the blank white circles is for the 47mm guns that we've just done. They go into all these locations on the superstructure. That's all the ship's ornaments made as well. So that was the last of it. So made previously, here's the two 12-inch turrets. Got six 6-inch gun turrets. There's also 3-inch casement guns, and they live along the side of the hull here. Here's the funnels as well, so they're all complete. And then as I do the little bits and pieces, I just save them in here. And then what I'll do is I'll do a final glue up once everything's ready and install them all in one hit. Things like the handrails get a bit in the way sometimes when you're trying to work on the ship, so I'll just do it in one hit at the end. Thanks for watching.